Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into another daily read for Saturday. Please do ignore the fact that I am, of course, breaking out, but let's jump into some beginning oracle utilizing the Guardian's Dragon Oracle deck. To begin, as I struggle, the Organized card, Multitask, as well as Stealth. I feel like this day is a period where you need to have ultimate patience, okay? I'm getting that right off the bat, whether you're working a job and that's where that's stemming from, where it's needed. It could be in regards to running your business. It could be a relationship or two, different connections, or one in particular, but it just feels like, and it could pertain to multiple aspects, different situations within this day period within your life, but Spirit's saying, dig for that inner patience, my friend, because it's going to be needed. But it's a time where staying organized or reorganizing is going to be key for you as well. That may even help you somehow with staying level-headed, all right? Thinking about when your external reality, your physical reality is organized and clean, put together more so, obviously, naturally it positively affects your mental status, right? And therefore you're able to better accomplish, make wise choices, maybe even fleeting choices of importance. But with multitasking the board, they're saying staying organized and reorganizing at certain points will be key for you in the midst of what is being labeled as a multitasking period, at least at certain points. But you're feeling strong, okay? There may be a focus on physical strength as well, whether it's one, if not multiple other people's physical strength. This could even pop up online somehow. I feel like Spirit's trying to encourage you, push you to get into better shape. No offense, everybody's beautiful in their own ways, but I do feel there's something about that for you. But as I'm being pushed to the ladybugs here, there's a focus on where you feel you have a sense of luck at this point more so, and where you feel maybe a lack there of which, all right, just being completely real. I sense it's a day where you can't help but feel Spirit highlighting the fact that you do have luck on your side, but it doesn't always feel like that, right? In the Friends card, so there's a focus on friendship, all right? And I'm hearing that you are going to be closer with somebody than you expect in the near future. There may be something like a trip of importance that is going to be discussed, spoken upon, planned for. But if that's the case, it feels like it's going to be in either June or July. But anyways, let's move on to the Light Seers Tarot. It's also going to be a very spiritual Saturday where I feel there are some positive and negative spiritual occurrences, maybe even a spooky kind of haunted sort of experience taking place. But the Temperance card, the Justice card, Ace of Wands, and the Hierophant. So yeah, I mean, the Temperance card coming out to reiterate the fact that this Saturday calls for each of us individually to create, to dig for that inner patience and utilize it to the furthest extent, okay? I feel like somebody's working customer service, and that's where that's going to be stemming from, at least part of which. It could be because of your spirituality, right? The way other people work and or live could play into this, right? But I feel like you're going to be thinking about how to better your skin complexion. I mean, I know I will be, but this day directly shows you evidently that when you are patient, and maybe even more in regards to your patience over time in regards to something growing, doing better for you, taking off, benefiting you and maybe other people, the justice does come in, okay? There may be a focus as well on some utilizing consistency to your advantage to create one if not multiple forms of justice for you. You might even find, this Saturday is a period where they're saying it's a long time coming. So eat up the positive progress is what I'm getting. I'm hearing the word prospering. The Ace of Wands and the Hierophant. You're going to as well find that commonalities with somebody specifically throughout this day is taking a highlight. This might be that friend that you are not expecting to be as close with in the future, even if you do expect to be connected with them and have them, by your side at certain points, intertwined with them. But I feel like there's a new beginning that you're going to be pushed to think about, and this will, set your mind on fire when it's sparked, when it is, as it's developing in the beginning stages of which. This could be a new relationship, it could be a new career situation, or it could be a new investment. But I do feel like either way, as I'm hearing the word invigorating, it's going to be passion filled, and this will change your reality for the better. It's almost this sort of butterfly feeling that I'm getting, and again, it doesn't have to be a relationship, but for some it is, where, you get those butterflies in the beginning stages of which, and even, after the honeymoon stage, if you will. And so, say that career situation or where you're living, where you shift to in one way, shape, or form, that gives you this sort of giddy butterfly kind of feeling. You know what I mean? And so they're saying that's a good sign, but as well, just pay attention to the pros and cons. Don't overdo it, but there's something about that for you, okay? Let's keep pulling. 619, look up the angel number meaning. The King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, as I struggle a bit, because I feel like it's a day where your confidence is coming into play as you slowly get ahead, okay? It feels like something's growing at a slow, but maybe more of a consistent pace. And so that's feeling rewarding in and of itself, but maybe you still are wanting more, right? It's not enough, but it still feels like a long time coming to be at the point, for it to be at the point where it's at, okay? It feels like someone's trying to grow a social media account, a business, getting ahead within that field, within that company specifically. But they're saying it's this slow and steady wins the race kind of energy where you're being reminded you don't need to keep up with others, if that makes sense. You don't need to feed into unrealistic or even rushing kind of expectations. For me, that will be my serving job. They expect us to stay busy, to move faster, to do things quicker, to, get 18 million things done within, a short period of time. And it's just not realistic. And we end up, I even witnessed people creating mess, left and right, and slipping up and creating issues because of these unrealistic expectations. So I typically just shut that out and do my own thing anyways. And, I've kept my job, and impressed people along the way. So there's something about that for this collective, all right? But the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom, and the World card, and the Sun card, I feel like with the Two of Wands pairing with the Sun card, what you're thinking about for the future in a very longing for it kind of way, you're going to find that even the thought of this type of situation brings you happiness. It doesn't weigh you down or make you feel a sense of lack, or maybe to an extent it does, but there's something about that for you, because when you actually do acquire that situation, feeling like that's what we were speaking upon for you, it's going to leave you 10 times happier. It's going to improve your day-to-day life and will somehow, in certain ways, positively trickle into and affect other areas, other situations within your life. You know what I mean? You start dating that person and get into that commitment with them, and it makes you happier. It brings you a sense of passion, maybe a reinvigorated way of living, and then you're taking better care of yourself because of it. You're doing better at work or with your business. You're maybe then wanting to or choosing to socialize more. You're attracting in better. And so again, apply it to your situation. Say it's work or an investment related situation otherwise, but they're saying it's going to be a really positive new set of experiences for you that affects your life for the better. But there's going to be a feeling of let me try that again. There may as well be for some a focus upon a financially sound, stable future for yourself. And I feel like there's going to be spiritual messages coming through in regards to that. There's also a feeling of you needing to remember you're on the right path. Okay, for a lot of which it's this message, and I got this through an angel number the other day. You're needing to stay on your spiritual path towards what you are aiming for, plus some, okay? Because it will pay off in the end. It's this feeling of you being reminded that spirit has a plan, okay? That there's a lot of spiritual orchestration in co-creation that you're not even fully aware of, that's taking place behind the scenes at a distance and, right around you. And so I feel like you're needing to trust in the delays, which, have their purpose as well. You're needing to trust in your spiritual path as a whole. All right. And Spirit saying, once again, you're on the right path as you're thinking about your current day reality in comparison to what you wish to see more of and whatnot in the future. Okay. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope it was truly helpful. I will see you in your next daily read. Take care.